This is from Sean. And we were talking about President Trump and his plan to eliminate income tax and replace it with tariffs. In this case, radically increase tariffs. And Sean goes on to say, tariffs are just a sales tax. I'm all for it. Tariffs hit your spending, not your earning. Bring them on. Okay. Are tariffs a sales tax? Sorta, right? I mean, they are applied to goods that people pay when you buy the good. The difference is that tariffs are only applied for political reasons to protect certain industries. That's why Biden has a 100% tariff on electric vehicles from China, because he wants to protect American companies and their high prices. But he doesn't have a 100% tariff on other things. So it's winners and losers, different industries, different people, different products, all with different rates. And then some central planner, some expert in the executive branch, some regulator is the one that ends up deciding what that rate should be in a totally undemocratic fashion. So tariffs aren't a sales tax. I mean, at least a sales tax, with some exceptions, is applied equally. I mean, there are obviously some products and things that are immune, to use immunity again, that are immune from a sales tax. And tariffs do hit your spending, which is good. Now, do you believe that first of all, this is a trial balloon by Trump, something that he threw out there, seeing if it would get any traction. First of all, do you believe him? The guy's a con man. There's no way he's going to do this. But even if there was a proposal to replace the income tax and instead radically ramp up tariffs, and you assume the tariffs are increased so high to the point that that's what funds our entire federal government. And people will say, well, that's the way we used to do it before 1913, before we had a federal income tax. Well, back then, the federal government was about 2 or 3% of the national GDP, and now it's like 40%. So in order to fund the federal government entirely with tariffs, we would be paying huge prices on some goods, but not others. And central planners would be the ones picking the winners and losers, deciding which products have which tariffs and of which level. And so we would be impacted unequally based on that, the opposite of equality under the law. Now, the fact that there's a tax associated with spending rather than earning, I think it's better to tax spending than earning, in my opinion. But still, to do it this way would be outrageous. And on top of it, I don't believe they'd ever do it. Even if they ever radically increase tariffs to fund the federal government, there is no way they're going to repeal the income tax. We would just get stuck with both. And then there would be further distortions in the economy and further problems. So tell me what you think.